kind of taking a look at this sign, and a couple ways to do this. The image that comes across may not be the perfect proportion or in style, so here I'm just taking the rotation tool to adjust it manually, and then also just hitting the tool and adjusting it with the increments of the angle that you can turn it using a ruler guide with the option R, and then just simply creating a circle to put the ruler guides right down in the dead center of that, so it's the outside circle. Sometimes the reference isn't perfectly square, so you don't have to worry too much about that part. And then it's just a matter of taking a look at the tool, whether it's the pen tool, which is probably the easiest one obviously to manipulate to get all the curves and angles with this, just kind of giving some practice at clicking and curving, using the option again, or just clicking on the end corner point to make it a end point into a corner, and then just building all these pieces up, kind of taking a look at this. And as you go through it, you can see hopefully see how somebody designed this and give it a little bit of thought as to how good or bad or different you could have made it inside of that. These two pieces, just overlap them, don't try to adjust them, and then just use the Pathfinder to change them. So it's a quick, easy way to get that section placed in there. And remember, as long as you go from the back forward, it's building images on top, so when they start to color, or if you use the tools or eyedrop tools, it'll put the color in foreground, and you don't have to worry about images on the back or back step. And then this piece just making a circle. So you kind of have most of this with the eyedropper. If you have the selection tool selected, you can just toggle back and forth between the two, group images together. And then the overall circle, when you do this, it's going to have a white fill, taking the stroke and putting it on the outside edge. Same with this one, putting it on the inside or outside. So you're building that part up, and then the out part is a rounded rectangle, switching it to back so you can bring it all together. And then when it's something like the type, don't outline the type unless it's a headline. And in this case, don't even worry about it. But just putting it centered, changing the font size to an italic, bold font for the parts that are heavier in there, and just expanding it to match the top line of text, and then using the leading to adjust the space in between the lines of type just to bump it up. So it's all one text block, you don't have to worry about it. Makes it that easy. And then just simply when you have the white on white, it's always a good idea to just put a little drop shadow into it, and it places that in.